$635 billion. That's how much pain costs the United States every year. More than cancer, more than heart disease, combined. Now meet the one person this bill doesn't apply to. A 5-year-old girl fishes a spoon out of boiling water with her bare hand. She doesn't scream. She doesn't even flinch. This isn't a superpower. This is Ashlyn Blocker. And she can't feel pain at all. Ashlyn has a real diagnosed condition called CIPA, Congenital Insensitivity to Pain. With Anhidrosis, it's caused by a mutated gene called NTRK1. That gene normally wires the nerve pathways carrying pain signals to your brain. In Ashlyn, those pathways never built themselves. Doctors call this missing sense nociception. Without it, an injury sends zero warning. None. There's a second problem, anhidrosis. Ashlyn cannot sweat at all, which means her body has no way to cool down when it overheats, a detail that matters enormously later. Cases like hers are almost absurdly rare. Doctors estimate only around 100 people on the planet have ever been diagnosed. And yet, treating pain in people who do feel it is a $73 billion a year global industry, bigger than the GDP of most countries on Earth. One NYU specialist put it best, pain's there for a reason. It lets your body know something's wrong. Humans evolved with that warning system fully wired in, and an entire economy built to keep it quiet. Let's find out exactly how good that system really is. Now scale this up. Imagine every human being born this way. Pain switched off, species-wide, starting today. Hour 1, a toddler somewhere bites straight through her own tongue while teething. She never once cries. Hour 6, a construction worker drives a nail through his boot and finishes his shift anyway. By day 1, hospitals worldwide are already flooded, not with people in agony, with people who have no idea anything is wrong. Chefs sear their palms on hot pans and just keep cooking. Parents can't tell when a child is burning up with fever. There's no discomfort left to force anyone to check. For the first 24 hours, honestly, it doesn't look that bad. No headaches, no sore muscles, no paper cuts that sting. It almost looks like paradise. That's exactly the problem. Meanwhile, children keep chewing their own fingertips, exactly like Ashlyn once did. Except now it's not one rare girl in Georgia. It's every toddler on Earth, all at once. Dentists everywhere start reporting the exact same bizarre injury, over and over. Athletes keep playing through torn ligaments, because torn ligaments don't hurt anymore. Coaches can't tell who's actually injured and who's just tired. One by one, the small alarms that used to save us go silent. Fast forward to week 2. The real damage isn't the pain anymore, it's the silence around it. Remember Ashlyn? At 2, she fractured her ankle and simply kept walking on it for 2 full days. Now imagine that happening to millions of people all at once with nobody around who can feel it either. Untreated fractures don't heal straight. They heal wrong, twisted, unstable. Doctors have a name for what happens next. Charcut joints. Bones destroying themselves from the inside out. Small wounds that would have stung enough to make you clean them. Nobody notices those either. They just sit there, quietly turning into bone infections. Osteomyelitis spreading deeper every day. Nobody checks. Hospitals start seeing a strange new specialty. Amputations nobody saw coming because nobody felt them coming. Here's where that $600 billion bill was supposed to shrink. No pain claims. No painkiller prescriptions. No sick days. The math should be simple. It isn't. Somewhere, a factory worker keeps running heavy machinery on a hand already 3 fingers short, which, technically, makes him incredibly productive. Exactly the kind of productive no insurance company should ever want to pay for. Sick leave as a concept quietly stops making any sense. Nobody's calling in sick. Everybody should be. In the real world, chronic pain already costs workers 2 to 3 lost days a year. In this one, those sick days don't disappear. They just get deferred with interest. Doctors studying real CIPA patients found something even stranger: chronic, unexplained anemia. As if the body itself is quietly running out. Multiply that by 8 billion people, and quietly running out becomes a global bill, with 0 warning symptoms and no early discount. Month 3. Somewhere, a 34-year-old man wakes up feeling completely normal. That's the problem. 6 hours ago, his appendix ruptured, and he has no idea. No doubling over. No fever spike sharp enough to notice. He goes to work, he eats lunch. By evening, the infection is spreading through his abdomen, completely silently. 2 days later, someone finally notices. Because he's too disoriented to speak clearly, that's not a symptom of pain, that's septic shock. In the real world, an early appendectomy costs $10,000 to $25,000. A ruptured appendix with infection, 30 to 60,000, sometimes over 100. In a world with zero warning signs, early stops existing entirely. Every single case becomes the expensive kind. Multiply this man by millions, happening constantly, everywhere, forever. Hospitals can't triage by symptoms anymore, because symptoms were the first thing this world erased. Emergency rooms fill with cases that used to be routine outpatient visits. Now, they're all emergencies. Remember that $635 billion bill from the start of this video? It finally gets its answer, and it isn't cheaper. Nothing got saved. It just got deferred, with interest paid in human tissue. Sepsis alone already costs American hospitals over $20 billion a year. In this world, sepsis isn't a rare complication anymore. It's the default outcome. This is the point of no return. So why didn't evolution just build us this way? Because in the real world, CIPA patients almost never survive long without nonstop medical support. Historically, most children with this condition died young from fevers or infections nobody caught in time. Natural selection tried this exact experiment already. It failed. Over and over and over again. Pain isn't a design flaw evolution forgot to fix. It's the fix. That $635 billion price tag isn't wasted money. It's the cost of catching problems while they're still cheap. A $5 bandage instead of a $100,000 ICU bed. Pain is the world's oldest, cheapest insurance policy. And here's the twist almost nobody expects. The exact same warning system logic applies somewhere else entirely inside your own mind. Some evolutionary psychologists argue depression works the same way physical pain does. Not as a malfunction, but as a forced, uncomfortable pause to analyze a real problem. It's called the analytical rumination hypothesis. The theory, low mood evolved to keep your brain stuck on a problem until it's actually solved. In other words, emotional pain has a job too, which means the uncomfortable feeling itself might be doing exactly what it's supposed to. The problem was never the feeling. It's what happens when we refuse to listen to it. And modern life treats that signal exactly the way this video's world treats physical pain. We ignore it, we push through it, we call it discipline. Working through burnout has its own price tag, and it's staggering. Presenteeism, showing up while unwell, physically or mentally, costs the U.S. economy about $150 billion a year. Depression alone costs employers an estimated $35 billion in lost productivity, not because people are lazy, because the warning got ignored. Just like a fractured ankle that gets walked on for 2 straight days, just like an appendix that ruptures in total silence. The signal was always there, it just wasn't listened to. Ashlyn Blocker's mother said it best, watching her own daughter grow up without any alarms at all. Pain's there for a reason. It lets your body know something's wrong. The same is true for sadness, for anxiety, for burnout. They're not glitches in your system. They're the system finally doing its job. The real superpower was never feeling nothing. It's noticing the alarm early enough that it never has to become a 6-figure emergency. So here's a question worth sitting with. What alarm have you been quietly ignoring, hoping it'll just go away on its own? Drop it in the comments. And if this kind of story is your thing, subscribe. Rough Humans posts a new one every week. Roof Humans.